Qam Yasharahla. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem B'Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Alright, Shani Kabad, God Walla Rakab, Hazakonim Nawa, Wahashad Yakim Nawa, Shal Yasharahla, Ba'ait. Okay, which means double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, who is pushing the truth in love and sincerity and in charity. Okay, this lesson is going to be entitled Hell is a Condition. Okay, hell is a condition. Okay, now the Christians, they think that hell is some place when you die and you live a wicked life, and when you die, you go there and you burn for all eternity and all that type of stuff. Okay, when hell was created, Pastor Porkchop, okay, show me in the scriptures when hell was created, because we know in the beginning the Most High created the heaven and the earth. Okay, he didn't say he created this hell, this hell, which is the place which you think that is the place. Okay, where souls go and burn for all eternity, and where the devil lives and all that type of stuff. Okay, so if the devil live in hell and from hell, then how is it he come out of his realm to come to visit Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, dealing with Job? Okay, you see that? What I tell you. Okay, this is an article here from the Tribune News. Okay, a news source over here in the Bahamas. Okay, this is a woman giving a statement, or giving her what do you call it? A complaint or something like that. All right. Basically, she telling a story about her having the COVID-19 or the C19. All right. Say, I have never felt so sick in my life. Bahamian living in U.S. described C19 nightmare. Okay. Living in Babylon. All right. It says, this article was from Friday, May 15. Okay, 2020 year of prophecy. All right. It's by Tanya Smith Cartwright. Okay, say a Bahamian living in the U.S., which is Babylon today, who is recovering from C19, said the virus was a nightmare that she thought would take her life. Karen Washington of Arizona was diagnosed with C19 2 weeks ago. It is believed she contracted the virus from her American-born husband, Paul. Although testing positive showed very few symptoms. Okay, Paul tested positive, but he didn't show them much symptoms. Okay, this is what she's saying now. Thank God, I seem to be on the tail end of this thing. Okay, thank God. You know, these women them go. You know, said Washington, who is a native of Exuma. I never felt so sick in my life. I had double vision, vomiting, diarrhea, a fever that nearly broke the thermometer. You see, she's saying that fever is so hot till it almost broke the thermometer. Okay, I was literally talking out of my head. Okay, and that's when you really low. Okay, when you really low, when you between death and life, you begin to start seeing things and talking things out of your head and stuff like that. Okay, Washington's symptoms started on Thursday afternoon, and she said by Friday morning she had the full-blown virus. Okay, Thursday now she started feeling this sickness. Friday she had the full thing. Okay, it happened so quick, she said, continuing to tell her ordeal. Okay, I remember having a very bad headache to the point where I could not concentrate at work. My eyes were very red and I started to feel very cold. My boss told me to go to a clinic and have myself tested. Right away I thought about Paul, thought about her husband. He had a fever and said his throat was hurting, so I contacted him and had him meet me to the clinic. By the time the couple arrived at the clinic, Washington said her body was literally shaking, okay, from the fever. All right. So at the same time she's dead hot, But at the same time, she was cold, because when you get a fever, that's how you feel. You feel cold, but at the same time, you dead hot. Okay? She and her husband were tested and given the bad news, which is they had both contracted the C19. Okay, they made up part of the 1369 case in the state of Arizona. Okay, now this is she's saying. I thought I was not hearing right, so I asked the doctor to repeat what he said. Okay, again, the doctor repeated himself. You both have symptoms of C19 and have a positive test. That is what he said. By this time, my head was pounding. He told us we would have to go in self-quarantine for 2 weeks, for 2 whole weeks, and that I seemed to be worse off than my husband. Okay? Washington stayed home for 5 days, then had to be admitted to a hospital. She had full-blown pneumonia, ammonia, and had to have assisted with her breathing. Okay, this is what she's saying now. Now I want you to check this closely. Okay, I thank God I slept through most of it when I was in the hospital, Washington said. The feeling was so awful. I gasped to get air in my lungs and still felt like there was no air. My body felt like it was roasting inside out, and I started seeing things that were not there. Okay, she between death and life now. Oxygen low. I remember seeing Paul's face in the blur one day. He looked so worried. I wanted to say, don't worry, to him. But the words could not come out of my mouth. I prayed to God for help to help me, and I just let it go. I just let go. It was either he helped me or I ceased to exist. I made up my mind for it. After all, this is the point, I was already in hell. Okay? I was already in hell. Okay? So that is the point. All right? That is the point. Okay? Washington spent 1 week in hospital and was discharged to continue quarantine. Her husband seemed better when he received her at home and ready to take up the mantle of caring for her. Secretly, I was mad at Paul because I knew I got the virus from him. Washington said, I thought, go on blaming the husband now. I thought about physical condition, not being able to move my legs properly, and how everything hurt so much, and just that tired, awful feeling, dry cough and sore throat. I just let him cater to me. I did nothing. Everything I wanted, I made him take care of it. Okay, there goes the so-called woman, the so-called niggery in the woman. Okay, because I'm not sure if this is a black woman or a white woman, a so-called white woman. Okay, but as it sounds like a so-called black woman. Okay, but the point is here. Okay, after all, I was already in hell. Okay, so now let's get 1 or 2 precepts. Okay, to show you that hell is an addition, because after all, she said she's already in hell. All right. Okay, this is Psalms 116 and 3. Okay. Check this. All right. The sorrows of death compassed me. Okay, so death was all around her. Okay, in that article, death was all around her. Okay, see right here, let me bring it back again. Okay, let me bring it back again. from here. All right. I thank God I slept through most of it when I was in the hospital. Washington said, I feel so awful. I grasped to get air in my lungs and still felt like there was no air. My body felt like it was roasting inside, and I started to seeing things that were not there. I remember Paul's face in the blood one day. Okay, he looked so worried. I wanted to say, don't worry to him, but the words could not come out of my mouth. All right. The sorrow, Psalm 16 and 116 and 3, the sorrows of death compassed me. So death was all around her. And the pains of hell got hold upon me. Okay? But she was burning up inside. She's gasping for breath and all that type of stuff. She's seeing things, things wasn't there. She's talking out her head. Okay? I found trouble and sorrow. Okay? Well, let's bring this up in the Strongs. Okay, the sorrows. Okay, accord, rope, territory, bond, company, rope, measure, cord, and all that. Pains of travail. Okay, pain, sorrow, travail. That's what she's going through. Destruction. All right. And death. Okay, death, lying, death. Okay, death was what a compass. Compass means surrounding her. Okay, ready to take out. And the pains, distress, straits, that's what she was in. Okay, distress and straits, pain. All right. Okay, the pains of hell. Okay, that they have here, Sheol, underworld, hell, underworld, and all that type of stuff. Okay, but we know. All right, this is basically going into the condition. Okay, Hades or the world of the dead as a subterranean and all that type of stuff. Okay. Got hold upon me. I found trouble, straits, distress, trouble, vexer, okay, rival, wife, okay, tightness, because she's trying to breathe, okay, adversary, okay, the devil being there in the midst, okay, adversity, affliction, anguish, distress, tribulation, trouble, all right, and sorrow, grief, okay, because she wanted to tell her husband this is okay, all right, all right. So now, like she say, after all, she was already in hell. Let's get Jonah chapter 2 and 2. Let's start at verse 1. Okay. Then Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his power out of the fish belly. Okay. Now she said she prayed to the Most High. All right. Say, let me start from here. I wanted to say don't worry to him, but the words could not come out of my mouth. I prayed to the Most High to help me and just let it go. Okay? And Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his power out of the fish belly and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto Yahweh, and he heard me out of the belly of hell. Cried I, and thou heardest my voice. Okay? So hell is a condition. All right? Affliction. Okay? That's what this woman was going through. She's going through hell, going through affliction, anguish, sorrow. Okay? This is what she's going through. Okay? That's why she could say, after all, that's why she could say, either it was he helped me or I ceased to exist. Meaning, either the Most High save her or kill her. I made up my mind for it. After all, I was already in hell. All right? Showing you that hell is a condition. Okay, so with that, I hope you edify this lesson. I would like to say all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, Basham Yahweh Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right? Shalom Akim, Shalom.